Okay, so this is Ringwalk Media in association with Well Eye Therapy. Got the top dog tonight, Ben Shalom. Great to see you and a fantastic fight week ahead.
Yeah, it's good to be back. Obviously, 2 months off. It feels longer, especially when you do fights every couple of weeks. But to be back with a box office in Manchester, with a card like this, with a fight like this, with everything on the line, with the tension, it's amazing.
This is probably one of the best undercards I've seen this year on any show.
Yeah, I think it's one thing that we took a bit of time. We took 2 months off. We gathered stock. Luckily, a lot of our talent are now getting to the, not the business end, but it's getting exciting for the likes of Adam Azim, for the likes of Fraser Clark, Lauren Price coming through. It allows Florian Marcus back. It allows us to now put on the fights that we always wanted, and it's something that we looked at over the summer. And yeah, it's a massive undercard. Hopefully, the first of many huge undercards. There's so many fights on there that could be fight of the night, and I think you're going to have to get there early.
Well, Michaela Mayer, she's back in the UK. It's her second home now. Moving up a weight, she's looking to sort of put a display on, and she's got designs on Natasha.
Yeah, she has. Look, Caroline Dubois had eyes on her. Whether she's moving up to avoid that, I don't know. But Tasha Jonas is obviously world champion at welterweight. Lauren Price also at welterweight. There's a lot of big fights that can be laid. It's obviously great to have Michaela over here and be working with Top Rank with her. And yeah, there's some massive fights. She's a big star, and she'll feel that those are the fights she wants. She feels much more comfortable now, I think, at super lightweight, but definitely welterweight, and we might see the best of her to come.
You dropped in there that there's a possibility of an all-female show Mark II coming next year. Is there anything you can tell us about that?
Yeah, I think it went so well for us last year that it's something that we want to do annually. It makes such a mark for the sport. The reach that got worldwide was incredible. Obviously, Savannah will be looking for a big fight. Michaela Mayer, Lauren Price, Tasha Jonas, Caroline Dubois now stepping into the big time. Her first headline show on September 30th. Women's boxing is strong. There's some stars coming through. Carrie Starting still look to get back out in October as well. And yeah, it's crazy to think, you know, even a few years ago, a lot of the division lacked depth and lacked stars. And now you see more stars than ever coming through. And yeah, another big one next year.
And we love the Fraser Clark-Dave Allen fight, and they're both really nice guys. And Dave coming back after a little while out, but he's trained with Jamie Moore, and he's in fine form. Fraser's going to have to be on top form, isn't he?
Yeah, it's difficult when you get such nice guys and great role models, I feel, in the sport. I think everyone's happy to see Dave Allen back physically and mentally well. We wouldn't have done this fight if he wasn't in a good space. And when we speak to Jamie Moore and Nigel Travis, they've been around and they say it's the fittest he's been in 5 years. We're going to see the best Dave Allen possible, but Fraser Clark's going to have to show his levels above. The one thing that Dave has on Fraser is he's used to these box office nights. He's used to the big fights, the high-profile fights. I'd say this is Fraser's first big one, and it'll be interesting to see how he copes with it.
And of course, the main event, Revenge or Repeat. It's going to be a blockbuster, this one, because I think Chris Eubank is in a different space. I think he's a much improved version. Liam, of course, is a quality fighter, wants to be a world champion. Going to be a better dust-up than last time, I think.
There's so much. It's so different to what it was the first time. It's so much more tense. You have a Eubank that I've worked with 3 or 4 times. I've never seen him like this. I've never seen him approach like this. He's cold. It's cold. It's quiet. He's working hard. He knows what's on the line, and ultimately we're here because he chose to fight Liam Smith. He was the one that activated his rematch clause, which, as much as people will say he's using excuses, he clearly believes them. Otherwise we wouldn't be here, and I think we're going to see the fight that we always thought we would see. I think we're going to see a fight that goes longer. I think we're going to see a fight that possibly goes the distance, but it all depends on what Chris Eubank Jr. turns up on Saturday night. We know what Liam Smith can do, and we know he's a tough ask for anyone. I just hope we see a great fight.
And just one more question before we go. Conor McGregor putting his sponsorship where his money's where his mouth is, I guess. It's great to have him on board.
Yeah, obviously a superstar. He loves it. He loves being around boxing. I think he's close to Dylan Moran, who's fighting Florian Marku, which is a big fight on the card as well.
Can't wait for that.
And so he's coming to support Dylan and Ireland in a big fight. The Albanians against the Irish. What could go wrong? But yeah, no, can't wait, and glad to have Conor on board.
Well, listen, cracking week. We always appreciate your time. Ben, good luck for the weekend.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.